is hopefully in a good mood now that we have...
May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
Oh, it's Chamberlain completed the game. Let's get this DLC started.
What do you need?
Hey, really, folks, this is the start of the From the Ashes DLC. Let's see
Can
how
I
it
be
goes.
of service to you, Sir Divish? I've heard talk that something is going on in Pribyslavitz.
Henry, you've come at just the right moment. I sent a man to Pribyslavitz. My locator, Marius.
Could do with a couple of candles lighting in here.
What's a locator?
A land allocator. I charged him with checking on the condition of the settlement to see if we can start rebuilding it.
You're planning to resettle the village?
Yes,
Why Pribyslavitz, of all places?
because it's been lying fallow and falling into ruin since it was sacked by Havelmedic years ago. It's about time that changed.
Well, it should be safe there now. We trounced that rabble on the battlefield.
Yes, and that's why I sent my master locator there. However, he should have been back long since.
If you've no objection, I could go and look for him.
I'd appreciate that. He probably just got delayed. But I'd be happier if you checked it out.
Okay, let's go and check it out.
Care.
Don't think we need to talk about the trebuchet. That's all past history. Tell you, getting called moron and idiot from the bystanders reminds you of World of Tanks. It does indeed, doesn't it? Okay, you guys enjoying the Halloween World of Tanks game, by the way?
How are you, Henry?
I played 3 games of it, and, well, on the first day, a friend invited me back to go and try it out. And you know what? It was fun for 3 games, but I wouldn't like to think I was going to have to grind that away every single day. Okay, so we're going to Pribyslavitz. I didn't know that was a hotkey. I pressed N by accident going for the map, and I've stumbled into the game law book, whatever that's called. Chronicles? I don't know. Anyway, good time to figure that out once I've finished the game. So, Pribyslavitz is up here. Do you know what? Should we just fast travel? I don't think we need to really ride all that way. Let's see if we get a meeting on the way. The Riddler would be nice. I haven't met the Riddler for a while, and I know he's got more riddles. No bandits. I guess we've cleared a lot of them out of the way. Oh, someone also mentioned, just before I go into Pribyslavitz here, you heard me talking before on previous streams and episodes about a fight with the Cuman King. You can get into a boxing match with him. There's a little bit of a quest line, and I thought I'd missed that out because I missed the previous fight club out in Sasau. Someone said to go and check because it should have opened up once the siege of Talmberg was started. It hasn't, unfortunately. It looks like I have completely, through my own actions, missed out that part of the story, which would have been cool, but that's fine because, you know, it opens it up to do again sometime when I play this through again, which I surely will at some point. You're bored of the Halloween event, Indigo. I kind of thought you might be. I can't imagine there's many people saying, you know, this is excellent. Driving around collecting gloop is what I play World of Tanks for. Right. I suspect a trap. We still got stuff we can pick up from here. What is my food level, by the way? It's fine. Is there still chests full of goodies? There is. There's nothing I particularly want to carry off with me, though. But it's interesting to note that these are still here. I thought maybe we're starting the DLC, all the chests and things were empty. Bit of armour. You do like the Halloween event, Natalia? Gives a nice bonus for the free-to-play. Well, I suppose the bonus is nice, but when you consider that you're not earning XP or credits actually playing the game, and at the later levels, unlocking those levels will take a considerable time, are you actually getting a bonus if you had instead spent that time playing your regular tanks or earning credits in other game modes? I don't know the answer to that. I'm not saying it's not worth it, but... Potion of poison. Well, let's leave that in there. I have enough of that stuff on me. So this is going to be home once we get it washed and cleaned up and disinfected and all the rest. I hear trouble. People over there. Bandits? Someone having a kip?
Who's there?
"'Tis I, the police. Dost
Where
thou
did
wish
you
to
come
be
from,
murdered?"
and what do you want here?
Oh, you're willing to talk. Okay. Not often I talk with bandits.
So, it's all clear to me now.
What is? Who are you? You've no business here.
I'm Henry, and I was expecting to find you here.
What? How could you...
Sir Divish's locator went missing around these parts.
Well, it seems like he's all out of luck, don't it? Divish ought to have sent someone better than you to parley.
He didn't send me to parley, he sent me to deal with it.
Deal with it? There's plenty of us, and you're on your own. So I'd think twice about how you're going to deal with that.
I'd like to join you. Let's just go let him go.
Let him go, right now.
I'm tempted to fight
Or you
that
can
out.
stay here and feed the crows, like the rabble who were here before you.
All right. No need to be hasty, eh? We'll be on our way then, quietly. That fella's in the tent over there.
Could have had a fight there. Maybe should have had a fight there. I thought they might have put up more of a resistance to that. Hi, Zach Penny. How are you? Okay, well, it looks like we got rid of the bandits fairly quick. They really have just up and gone. Well, he's not in that tent. When he said he's in that tent over there, could they have been a little bit more specific? Boar meat. Does this all get transferred to, like a chest with my belongings in once I take over this place? Weapons, perhaps for the guards, I don't know. Right, hang on. What tent were they referring to? Not this one. Hang on, there should be a marker over it. Do I just walk in and find him? I do not. Houston, we have a problem. No tent in here, right? There was a rather epic fight scene over here. He must be down in one of the other tents. Oh, I see. There's a marker. There's a marker on the map now, which doesn't relate to anything in particular. He must be in one of these. A slight bug, perhaps? A little glitch? Don't tell me that we're just starting the DLC and we're going to have the first bug of the evening. Okay, this is getting silly. Have I missed a huge area off? You believe that guy can't be inside the chests? Well, you never know. You never know. They never said anything about him being alive, did they? Could be in several pieces. We can look at the map. There's only 2 tented areas that I can see. Right, he's not in that one. That's definitely... He's not tied up. He's not asleep down there. He's not down there. He's not down there. Oh, hang on. There's a tent at the back over there. I haven't looked in. It's a bit of an awkward one to get to. He's not in there.
Help me.
God, he was camouflaged at the back of there. Did I actually come in and look in the chest? No, I didn't. Okay. Untie. I think he might have shouted. They cut him up and made boar meat out of him. Well, that was just some sort of pork in that chest. Could have been. They made him a sausages already in the bandits' bellies.
My pleasure. Sir Divish sent me to find you, and it looks like I arrived just in time.
God's truth.
I'm Henry of Skalitz.
My name is Marius Bielek, Master Locator. Sir Divish sent me here to survey the area.
Well, the outlaws are out of the way, so we can go and report to him, right?
Not just yet. Those bastards caught me as soon as I arrived, and so far all I've seen is the inside of the tent they tied me up in. I still have a job to do. Come along with me, if you like. We'll report to Sir Divish afterwards.
Go on then.
I'll escort you then. At least I can make sure you don't get caught again.
What? Are there more of those bandits around?
No, I just meant... Never mind. Should we get going?
Right. Lead on, Sir Marius. But, you know, be a bit quick about it.
This is a good spot for the rat house. Every village must have one. It'll be nice and prominent here. It's on the hillside, so the foundations will stay dry. It can have its own little square, close to the church. There's no better site here.
Yes, EB, this is going to be Grand Designs Medieval Edition. I don't know how much choice you have in locating buildings and stuff, or whether they have predetermined slots. I guess we'll find out.
The church is still standing. Good. Good. Whoever built it did a good job. Considering how old it is and what it's been through recently, it stood up well. It won't be an easy job to fix it, but it can be done. Timber alone won't do, though.
I do like how they've also used the red stone, which is quarried near Talmberg, so they've kept it all in theme. They've thought about this. I don't know, you know, I quite like the defensive stockade we've got here. I think we should keep that. Looks like one of those great big wooden forts you can run around and play in. Quite like that. What? Can we pick that garlic mustard? We can't. We're not push him along a little bit? A bit faster, go on. Give him a shove. Works in World of Tanks, doesn't it?
We could fit at least one tradesman's shop here. Maybe a baker's?
Are we going to walk around the entire village going hum and ha and wondering what we could put in? Is this what a locator does? Because it seems like it doesn't seem a very scientific or technical job, does it? You just walk around going, yeah, we could put one of those there, one of those here, space for one of them. I thought it'd have like measuring instruments and stuff, or whatever they had at the time.
There's quite a lot of space here. It just needs clearing thoroughly. Then we could even fit stables here.
Ooh. Have you decided what I'm playing next? We're going to see Odyssey or something different. I haven't got the code sent through for Odyssey yet. It should be arriving sometime this week. I get it 5 days after I was invoiced for the Samsung SSD drive, which will be sometime this week, I think.
The main approach road and the stream.
But in answer to your question, no, I haven't fully decided. And I might just fill the time in with Black Flag, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, because at the end of this month, I have got Call of Cthulhu that's been released.
This bridge needs reinforcing. It won't last long in this condition. I reckon it would make sense to build a weir over the stream.
Then let's get off the bridge.
The water here is clean and can be used to supply the village until we sink a well. It's a good thing we have this stream. No point in building without a water source.
No, quite. Come on, let's go off the bridge if it's not safe. Right, sorry, yes, I was saying Call of Cthulhu being released end of this month, 30th or 31st. And I guess that should be the next big playthrough. That'll be quite fun. It's going to be story-driven.
Supplies and trade will flow through here.
I hope so. And it should be quite good. If I finish it with my sanity intact, then the game has failed. So maybe I'll play that next. And what we're going to have, it's now the 22nd. I've got 8 days to fill in. It might take 2 streams or more to do this. I don't know. Don't know how long it's going to take me. And then we need a bit more Assassin's Creed Black Flag. And I might even stream Dreadnought for just one session. Just do a session
I
of that.
can't even see past the trees and ruins whether there's room for anything there. But at least the trees are strong and healthy. All we need is a few good woodcutters, and we won't have to bring in any timber from elsewhere.
I should bloody say so. There's loads of it lying around here. We can reuse the timber in, like, those buildings. So yeah, as soon as Call of Cthulhu comes out, as soon as I get it, then that's going to be the game to stream. I don't know how long that's going to last. I don't know whether it's going to be like a 30-hour game or a 100-hour game.
Stone foundations. They'll come in handy, and we're close to the stream.
Are we? We're not that close, are we? Oh, he's off. Nice to see you can see the wood for the trees. Well, I guess that's why he earns such a large amount of money, and I don't. There is a lot of rock lying around, and look, we can reuse that stone for a start.
Lots of space here.
What's this? There's like a storage pit somewhere. A lot of old foundations. A big bag of apples, which are fresh as well. That's like a massive piece of cloth. That's like a sail off a boat.
All the better.
Is that our underground flooded cellar? Or a 1 minute game? You think Call of Cthulhu is going to be a 1 minute game? I hope not. Could, do you know what?
A big space, clean water, close to the village green. A good site for an inn.
Now you're talking. We'll get the dice game set up. That'll be the first priority. What was I saying? Yeah, Call of Cthulhu. Well, new games. Buy them on release day is risky.
The most essential surveying is done.
Because they can be absolutely full of bugs. Every game that gets released always has something in it.
So, Master Locator, ready to start building?
There's a long way to go before that. The few ruins that are left are basically beyond repair. It's all overgrown with brush.
Oh dear.
We'll have to get it all cleared before we can start rebuilding it.
So it is possible to rebuild everything?
Yes, absolutely.
But building a whole village is no small enterprise.
We'll need timber, lots of it. Which isn't a problem in the middle of the woods, of course. We'll have to hire wage labour to begin with. Quite a lot of men.
I know
I think we
too.
should get started without delay. There's a lot of work involved, but it'll be well worth the effort. I can just imagine it. The church will dominate the whole settlement.
Oh, that's good news. When will you inform Sir Divish?
Why wait? I'll head to Talmberg right away. But would you keep an eye on things here in the meantime? It would be rather embarrassing to run into more bandits when I return with Sir Divish.
No problem. I'll be right here.
It shouldn't take us long.
Surely it would make more sense for Henry to ride with him to Sir Divish to make sure he doesn't get killed by
Lord.
bandits on the way back.
Welcome to Pribyslavitz. That is to say, welcome back to Pribyslavitz after all these years. Well, what's left of it.
Not to worry, Marius. I'm glad to be back in my old hamlet. Although, it seems to have aged about as gracefully as I have over the years.
I beg to differ, sir. It's quite dilapidated, unlike your good self, but at least it's safe now.
You
Thanks
brown-nosing
in part
toad.
to Henry here, who also saved me from a predicament that cost me valuable time. Who knows? If it hadn't been for him, we might not even be talking now.
Well, lad, in the end, you managed things in your own way, I see. Just as you said you would.
I did my best, sir.
I'm not going to lie to him.
I won't bother you with the details, sir. You have more important matters to attend to.
Let's get down to the matter in hand, shall we? What state is Pribyslavitz in?
Sir, in my official capacity as locator, I am gratified to inform you that the hamlet of Pribyslavitz may be renewed. And indeed it offers prospects of considerable expansion beyond its former limits.
Splendid. Finally, some good news for this province.
And badly needed, too.
So, what have you discovered so far? I want to know all the details.
Do not hire those two lazy carpenter friends. I think I should hire them. They were the entertainment. Have I thought about playing through The Witcher 3? Yes, absolutely. But I don't know whether I should start that when I've got some big releases coming up. There's the Call of Cthulhu game, which I might as well play as it's new, and I'm ready to start a new game. There's also Battlefield 5, which I don't know if that's been pushed back again, but that's in the future, and Fallout 76, which should be starting soon.
We had a scout around.
We conducted a basic survey, from which we can make a preliminary outline of the parcels. I already have in my head an initial plan of what can be built where.
We should certainly have a church. I'd like to preserve the existing one.
That should present no serious obstacles. The building is in much better condition than we anticipated. But extensive reconstruction will be required.
That's to be expected.
There's a stream here, and a well, right in the middle of the village.
Yes, and there are abundant woods around. Clearing them will provide both extra land and timber supplies that we can use right away.
Right now, I believe we're standing on the village green, aren't we?
The future green, that is. The village centre will comprise at least 6 large buildings to begin with. We can't fit any more than that here, so there will be other buildings away from the square, in particular more extensive structures.
I'm glad to hear it. I never expected you'd find so much space here in the middle of the woods. The building work we're about to engage in is only the first part of my plan. Later, we'll clear more forest for agricultural land and build more farmhouses. But for now, we'll have to focus on more sensible goals.
As you wish, my lord.
I don't really want to ask that.
Rebuilding a whole village must cost a king's ransom, though.
It's true it won't come cheap. Before the tradesmen settle here and start producing and trading, it will be necessary to invest a certain amount of capital.
A certain amount? How much exactly?
I wouldn't venture to state a precise amount at this point, but I expect it will come to some thousands, even tens of thousands of groschen.
That much? I hope you're good at haggling.
We shall, of course, attempt to procure everything at the best possible price, but raising a settlement from the ashes you see around you is a costly business. Nevertheless, I can assure you, my lord, that if all goes well, the investment shall all come back to you with interest.
I hope I shall live to enjoy it, Master Marius.
See about that. I think the church is in good condition. It's got good airflow and ventilation. That is very true.
A village isn't a village without villagers. You'll need new subjects. Even preparing the ground for a building will need lots of labour. Where can we find so many people, sir?
You sound skeptical, lad, but it's a good question. I've already given it some thought. I've agreed with Radzik and Hanish that we shall make an announcement in Rattay to invite people to move here and help with the construction, which will bring them many benefits, but also obligations. In addition, I expect the prospects of a new home will appeal to your former Skalitz neighbors more than a makeshift camp by the castle walls.
They'll be delighted, sir.
A splendid solution, sir. I've also been concerned about how to bring settlers here, but now it seems there will be no shortage of new inhabitants after all.
Okay.
It seems things are finally looking up. We routed the bandits in battle, and Henry took care of the remnants. When can we get to work?
Right away, as far as I'm concerned. All we need is people and the necessary funds. And we'll need someone to keep order, at least in the interim.
True. I'll leave you some of my men.
If I may, I would recommend quickly appointing a bailiff to take responsibility for the renewal of the village, its coffers and its citizens.
True. First things first. Since you understand these matters best, you shall take charge of the land parceling and building works. You'll be available to the bailiff, but answerable directly to me.
I'd be honored, sir. Thank you.
And, as regards the office of bailiff, what about you, Henry?
Yes, sir?
You've proven yourself well. You've demonstrated that you're capable of solving problems, and you command the respect of your former Skalitz neighbors.
Well, I'm not so sure.
And you're also capable of maintaining law and order.
I must concur.
So, let us expedite matters. Henry, I hereby appoint you to the office of bailiff of the hamlet of Pribyslavitz, in my domain.
My lord, it's a great honor. Thank you.
You will oversee the initial renewal and administration of the village that will set the ground for further development. But don't imagine it'll be a bed of roses, lad.
I'm
Being
damn
bailiff
sure.
doesn't mean you can do whatever you like. If you don't treat the settlers rightly, I'll soon find out and relieve you of your office. Besides, we can't spare a single groschen from the Talmberg coffers now, with the province in chaos. So, you'll have to cover the cost for the building work from your own purse.
Me? But Marius said it would cost a fortune.
True, but from what I hear, you know how to get your hands on coin enough. So, I expect you'll manage it just fine.
I'd like to know who's been spreading such gossip.
And I am assigning you certain specific tasks. You must ensure the rebuilding of the church. That means complete reconstruction, wall paintings, and a new altar. See to it that in the future the village will be capable of supporting a certain number of people. For that, you will need to ensure the construction of essential artisans' buildings. And ultimately, the village must produce sufficient earnings to fund further expansion.
But, sir, I've never done...
I understand your concerns, but you'll be handsomely rewarded. I shall grant you the proceeds from the whole village for the first 5 years, and you have my permission to use the surrounding woods and land as you see fit.
Well, that's, I mean... Are you sure I'm the right man for the job, sir? It's a lot of responsibility.
As you said yourself, Henry, it's a great honor. Besides, you won't be alone in it. I'll assist you and supervise the construction work.
Phew. All right, then.
So, we're agreed. You'll give this document to the Rattay bailiff. He'll make the announcement to invite settlers, which should ensure enough people to begin work. At the same time, your official appointment as bailiff will be announced.
I don't know what to say, sir.
I'm sure you won't disappoint me, Henry. And now I must get back to my duties at Talmberg.
Famous
Send word
last
when
words.
everything is prepared.
Certainly, sir. Have a safe journey.
Farewell, sir.
Okay, that was a long cutscene. Hey, Aimless, how's it going? Yeah, expecting a bailiff to build a village without a budget. I think it's quite funny he thinks I'm going to be a reliable source of looking after the money and things, considering I slept with his wife, I stole her jewellery, I stole his armour right at the start of the game. Did I steal a horse off him? I certainly wrecked his horse in a horse race. And yet he trusts me. And yet he trusts me. What am I supposed to be doing now? I think I'm going to Rattay. Lost in the woods. Take the letter to Rattay. Let's do it. Let's get this on. Let's go and spend all my money. What the hell is that? Oh, right, yes. Talk to Hans Capon to finish the game again. And let's go. I've got a bailiff's mace as well now. Henry will steal everything from his own villagers. That's right, Atelier. That's what you have minions for. Oh, an attack on the road. It's a fight.